Hey everybody. All right, so I'm posting this video and I hope you watch it. Sorry, my hair's a little crazy. I've been playing outside today and a little dirty, but that's okay. I smell great, right? No, I still am stinky, but anyway. All right, so I just wanted to share a few things with you before we are done with Spoil Yourself event. Some things that I wanted to make sure you were aware of. And the first one is that if you book a class, and that means an in-person class and get some people together, then we have an extra special tool for you. And this is something that you'll get as long as you book this class before Monday, and it is for before the end of September, okay? And what it is you'll get a keychain. A doTERRA keychain, and this keychain is amazing. I love it. I have 4 of them myself, and it comes with these tiny little bottles, and you put your oils in these little bottles and can carry them with you everywhere. But not only do you get the keychain, but you actually will get an oil, a free oil for every person that you get to your class, so up to 8 excuse me, free oils. And that's exciting because you can try other oils that you don't get in your kits. And it's just a fun way to diversify your selection and also then carry this around with you conveniently. You don't have to carry your big bottles with you everywhere you go. So I have actually 2 of these because I can't narrow it down to just 8. But I love, love, love these keychains, and I think they're just wonderful. You also can make a keychain for your spouse or for your kids, and it's really a convenient way for them to have their hands on the oils all the time. The other thing that I wanted to share with you, and hopefully you guys have done your enrollments and are already entered in the giveaway for the Family Essentials Kit, but you can still do up until Monday. But I wanted to share with you just a little bit about how doTERRA works. So the person who invited you today to, or not to this week, to the Spoil Yourself event, the person who is spoiling you with these oils must love you, but also is building a business with doTERRA. And what that means is that they have decided to share these oils and spread the good news about them with people and earn an income, add income to their lives. And how doTERRA works, there are just 3 things I want to cover about it. First of all, it's residual income. It's an opportunity for residual income with doTERRA. So most people are used to working dollar for hour or even for a salary, but basically if they don't work, they don't get paid. Most people are used to that idea of I got to work or I'm not going to get paid, right? And there's nothing wrong with that line of work. It's just that for some, it can be very constraining. So my actual testimony with doTERRA is the oils are great, but the lifestyle change because that I've decided to build with doTERRA is pretty magnificent. And one really great example of that is when I got pregnant with my son, Abraham, which was about 3 years ago. I was out cold, like just in bed for 3 months with the worst all-day sickness, not just morning sickness, known to man. I couldn't get on Facebook. It was just, felt like I was dead. And Drew had to drop some of his work and to be able to stay home and take care of us. But in that time, my doTERRA business did not stop paying me. In fact, our income grew during that period because of the work that I'd already done. So residual income is where you get paid for work you've already done and you kind of regularly get paid for it. Like, if you think of some of the wealthier people in the United States or in the world for that matter, they're people who wrote books and they don't rewrite the book every time they get paid. They just sell another copy. So that's residual income. Or people who get paid actors who get paid residuals on their movies when the movie sells or when the TV show airs again, they get paid again. So residual income is really a smart way to build income. And you can do that with doTERRA in a couple of different ways. Within doTERRA, we have our customers, and those are people who use the oils for themselves and for their family. Hi, Amy. Thanks for joining in. I see several of you here. I'm excited. But users we love our users. We help them make sure that they're using their oils and not wasting money. In fact, every one of you who enrolls will get a free wellness consult, which is a period with just the person who you enroll with, where you sit down and you review your membership so you know all the ins and outs. You don't have to remember every single thing that we covered this week, but you'll also get a lot of information about the other products that we carry and how you can make the most of your membership, and also help you come up with an individualized plan for your specific healthcare needs. So a wellness consult is something that all of you will get, but for users, that is where you'll learn how to really maximize your doTERRA experience and really change your life, because this is just a step in the right direction. So then the next thing we have are sharers, and sharers are people who, enjoying this class, are thinking, oh, I know so many people who have headaches, or I know my aunt is dealing with arthritis, or my cousin has acid reflux and I'm sure that this oil will help for them, or my neighbor can't sleep very well. And that's the person that is thinking, you know, I'm liking where I'm hearing about these oils. I can think of a lot of people who need help with their health needs. And I hope that I can help them with them and share these tools. And for me, when I first started, I really was more of a sharer. I thought, you know, I love these oils. I'll share them with whoever will listen. But then I became a little bit more committed as I started seeing some paychecks, because as a sharer, you really can earn your oils back for free or potentially added income. And that for me, I was starting to see these checks come in that were pretty substantial. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should take this a little more seriously. And that's what happened. So I started committing to having 1 or 2 classes a week or a month. And then it went from 2 a month to 4 a month, and then it grew a little bit. But really, honestly, 6 classes a month, 4 or 6 classes a month, I would consider you a builder if you're doing them that frequently. And, you know, that commitment, that time commitment, is just a really huge investment in your future. And so what doTERRA offers is this opportunity to build residual income with the only investment being time. Buy oils, we want the oils anyways, but when we invest our time, we can build this residual income without a huge investment, without, you know, $20,000 to $200,000 in debt that you would have to go into to start any other kind of business. It could be franchise, it could be your own startup, whatever it is. So I really just love what doTERRA offers, and it's open to anyone who's willing to try. Anyone who's willing to commit to that. So as you get your oils and you start overhauling your medicine cabinets and thinking, you know, I know a lot of people who need this, you really should consider giving the business an opportunity to try, a real serious consideration, and commit to it and do it. I will say it's easy to be passionate about because you're helping people, and I can't tell you how often I get texts about, Lacey, thank you so much. You wouldn't believe my kid with asthma, or you wouldn't believe I was able to sleep last night, or you wouldn't believe blah, blah, blah. And these testimonies are just so motivational, and it keeps me going every day. Even when I have bad days, I just get a text and it's like, okay, all right, have your bad days over, right? So the other thing is we need more people to help us spread the word, because natural healthcare is becoming such a big part of today's society. We're kind of shifting out of this, everyone thinking we have to go to the doctor, we have to get a medicine, because people have been sick and are staying sick and just on more medicines, and they're getting frustrated with that routine. And so I find people calling me all the time, who are looking for a new way of doing things. And really, it's not even a new way. We're just getting back to what, you know, the original way, right? The plant should be as medicine for us. So, we really are excited to work with people who are interested in building, and the first step would be to host a class, really. So go ahead and book those classes, get your keychain, start filling up these extra oils, and really ultimately experience everything that the oils and our products have to offer. Another thing that I wanted to throw out there too is we have some amazing resources moving forward. Just for everyone, for users and sharers and builders. Before I move on, some of the rank averages, I wanted to cover those because just to give you an idea of what the potential is. So the average for an elite, and this is a rank within doTERRA, once you hit about $3,000 in volume for your team, and that's about average about 15 people on your team, you'll earn about $300 in cash, and that's just doTERRA paying you. The second thing, or the second rank up that I'm going to mention, is Premier. Premier is where you have about $5,000 in overall volume, and maybe about 45 people on your team overall. And you, this isn't people you necessarily enrolled yourself, but you know, you share with your mom, and she's like, "Oh, your aunt and your cousin, I'm going to enroll them. They're going to want these memberships too." And so you have a team growing of 45 people, and the average there is about $900 a month. And then from there, it jumps to Silver, and Silver is considered a real leadership rank, a rank where you're helping other people grow a doTERRA business as well. And the average income there is about $2,200 a month. So you can see these numbers going up, and you can see how, you know, $300 would be great extra added income, right? What could we pay off with that? What debt could we pay down? What extra things could we get with it? And then the second thing is the Premier. I mean, $900 a month for us, that was almost our mortgage payment. So that was a really huge goal for me, to just be able to cover our mortgage, because what freedom is there then when that's taken care of? And then on from there, you know, $2,200 a month is a pretty substantial income for a lot of stay-at-home moms in particular, but people who want to replace maybe an income, or or just supplement, I mean, still, it's an amazing goal. And then from there, it goes to gold, and gold is a $4,500 a month income. So for a lot of people, that replaces an income. You know, $4,500 a month was more than I ever thought I would ever make, because I don't have a degree in something that would pay more than that. You know, it's just, it is what it is. And so being realistic, I never thought I would make that kind of money. So when we hit gold is really when my husband was like, you know, we need to get very serious about this, and I need to start putting in some time and effort. And so he did. And so slowly, you know, well, not slowly, pretty quickly, considering over the course of the last 5 years, we've built up to platinum and then diamond. And the platinum average, I'll just stop with that one because I don't want to drive you guys nuts with these numbers, but the platinum average is about $8,000 a month. So just really putting it into perspective, this is a very real way to earn money. dōterra is a very legitimate business, and we have approximately 25 silvers on our team. So that was the 1,200 average. So that's a lot of people on our team making a significant income. And it's not an unreal thing. It's something that a lot of people are doing. And people who are committed and investing that time are actually getting somewhere with it. So I just wanted to share that with you. But the thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of resources is that we have this amazing book that is called The Essential Life. And we have actually two options. The Modern Essentials is one and The Essential Life is another. And I should have brought a copy in with me to show you, but I didn't. But those resources are very helpful tools. You can get a Modern Essentials app on your phone. It's $6.99. But these tools are available through the people who invited you to this group to get at a discounted price. And if you look online, I think they're $27.95. If you need help finding them at a less expensive price, about $20, then you can usually get your hands on them from somebody on our team. And they have a guide on how to use each oil. They have a guide on what to use for what ailment. You know, you can look up ADD, and it says you can look up skin conditions, specific skin conditions, rash or eczema or whatever, and it tells you exactly what to use. So I love the books, and they're very handy tools. You don't have to remember everything that you learned in this class. You have that resource in hand, and you can go from there. And that is really all I wanted to share. The app, the Modern Essentials app, is and then the Daily Drop app is free from dōterra and has a lot of fun, useful things on it as well, including the determine your mood function, where you can kind of choose how you're feeling, and it'll tell you what oil to try to help to reverse those feelings of negative, you know, nature. So that is it. That's all I had to share with you tonight and in this video. Watch and then share one thing that you've learned in order to be entered for the free diffuser that we're giving away. And thanks so much for joining in. Hey Patsy, you weren't missing a video. It was Saturday night, and it's gotten a little later than I meant it to be, but we are you know, enjoying our day. So I hope you are too. And I hope all of this resonates with you, and you guys are interested, and feel free to ask any questions that you have. You can ask them straight to me. You can ask them on the group. You can ask them straight to the person who invited you. And we all will love to help you answer any of those questions. All right. Have a great night.